Do you go to the Arboretum often?
Sometimes.
Do you feed the ducks?
No.
No. And why is that?
I read the signs.
Okay. Do you have any ducks walking into your garden or the backyard?
Not actually come. Oh yes, yes they did this year. Yes, they come around into the grasses a lot, and they did come into the yard this year.
And
First time.
Do they eat your garden?
No.
Do you find them a problem, or do you just accept it that they're here?
No problem.
I've never encouraged the ducks to be here. In fact, I actually chase them out of the backyard as much as I possibly can. But they're not scared of me at all. And even when my dog's outside, they just sit there and the dog just goes up to them, and they're not scared of humans and they're not scared of dogs, which makes me think that eventually they're going to get killed by feral foxes.
Are you worried about the foxes coming into your backyard or
Yes, I
trying
am.
to?
Yes, definitely. I believe that there's nothing I can do about the ducks. However, I think the more I discourage them, it just doesn't seem to work. They still seem to continually come back because they feel comfortable in the area and they're not scared of humans. They're not scared of animals. I mean, there's a lot of cats in our neighbourhood, so it's only going to take a cat to attack them.
Do you think that the council should do more to control the population of ducks, or control them to just be in the Arboretum?
I don't think they can do that. I think the fact that they're wild animals, there's nothing really they can do other than cull them, which they're not going to do. I believe that there should be more emphasis on stopping residents and visitors to the Arboretum and in the local area, encouraging the ducks into their backyard. As I said, I discourage them, I chase them off, but you know, they just sit on the fence and look at me, and the minute I walk away they come back again. I have noticed that there is a decrease in the amount of wild ducks at the Arboretum. However, I have noticed in the last few years that there is actually an increase in ducks that you see on our suburban streets around the Arboretum, in our backyards, in the swimming pools of our neighbours. The people that were here last as our neighbours complained constantly about the ducks in their swimming pool. They're since gone. However, I truly believe that the ones that have established themselves in the area are going to go nowhere. Yes, maybe the wild population of the little ducklings that come fly off, but the ones that are secure in local areas are the ones that are going to stay forever, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Have any of your family members been involved in an accident because of ducks?
No near accidents on Francis Crescent in particular. You can be following a bus that turns down Francis Crescent, and then without any sign, all of a sudden he's got his brakes on, and you nearly go up the back of the bus purely because he's stopping for ducks. And similar, if you're coming down Francis Crescent and then you're just driving down, then all of a sudden you're meant to stop for the ducks, because there's nothing worse than hitting an animal and it ruins your day. So, you know, I don't know whether the bus companies have a problem with it. I haven't looked into that, but I do believe that council needs to investigate some way, maybe even putting like a duck run underneath the road. I'm not sure.
Do you think ducks would use a duck run?
I'm not sure. I can't answer that. I'm just...
There's been reports of ducks hitting cars.
That wouldn't surprise me at dusk.
Okay.
At dusk, you know, what's going to happen with the foxes coming into the area and people's cats and all that sort of stuff.
So are you more concerned about the welfare of the animals, or the nuisance that it causes to yours and your husband's lives?
They go hand in hand. The fact that they're comfortable in a suburban environment in your backyard is going to lead to their detriment, and some of them are going to be hurt. That's obvious. And don't ducks mate for life? So what's going to happen then? One gets killed by a feral animal, and then the next time the mate's going to die of a broken heart.